Start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Hello everyone, how are we all
Hi,
today?
hi everyone. Neil, did you miss the bus? We seem to be running late today. What happened?
We are, it's just been one of those mornings, one thing led to another and it was like...
Yeah, the internet just wasn't playing. The internet
It
just
still
wasn't
isn't.
playing today, was it?
No, we've just spent 15 minutes trying to sort out laggingness. It's becoming more and more popular. I think it's actually a thing, isn't it? Lagging on the internet.
Lagging leads to lacking.
It's when you sort of,
It is weird. We've tried different things and then it just suddenly worked, didn't it?
It did. I was unplugging this and plugging that in, and and even my laptop was plugged in hardwired into the internet, and it was still coming up with no signal. It was.
But you're in the usual place. I've changed. I've had a bit of a change of scenery today, so I'm somewhere different.
I was going to say we're not going to have your flashing light coming on at 10:05.
You're not. I'm in my office at High Cross, which is it's the first time I've actually turned my laptop on in the office here for over a year, so it's quite amazing.
Does it smell a bit musty? Is it that because you haven't been there for a while?
It does. I've had the windows open and I've been in a couple of times to tidy, but I'm just looking around thinking, oh, I need to change that. I need to do this. I've just blown my, I have a globe that I use for a couple of things that I throw around at things that I've just reblown because it had drooped.
You can tell you haven't been in the office.
Sorry?
Because you can tell you haven't been in the office because you got the star at the back there.
I know, that's what we had outside High Cross at Christmas.
It was. You haven't put your Christmas decorations away, Mike.
I've got nowhere else to put it because it's so big. I'm just trying to where else to. I might put it behind the office door there. So I need to do some sorting out today.
Okay, all right.
So it is good to be here. And how have you coped so far? Because do you know what today is? Apart from Wednesday, the 7th of July.
It is. It's one of my favourite times of the year, and I like Christmas. Okay, don't get me wrong, but today is amazing. It is National Chocolate Day.
It is indeed. So if you ever need an excuse to eat chocolate, now is the day to go out and eat chocolate. So have you managed to? Have you eaten anything yet?
No. I have. Well. There is some chocolate in the fridge, but I can't touch it because it's not mine. It belongs to the wife. So
I saw a bar of chocolate in our fridge this morning and got the same issue. But I'm just looking to see if I've got any in my office drawer. But it has been a year.
Is it gone all white?
I've not got any chocolate, but I have got jelly beans.
Oh, the jelly bean challenge! Remember that?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
I'm not sure that. Yeah.
We're gonna have to start that again, the jelly bean challenge, aren't we?
We have. I've got those packets downstairs here as well. We'll have to do that again. But it is World Chocolate Day, and actually, if you're driving around Camberley at the moment, you might need some chocolate to cope with roadworks and potholes and traffic lights being there and not being there.
Oh dear!
Sorry, that really, I've just been embarrassed by Karen going. He has been in his office. I've been there. Karen, you said you wouldn't mention that. But it's great to be here, and also apologies from Jason because Jason was meant to be with us today, but's feeling a little poorly. And a bit under the weather, and he was going to do a Denmark versus England cook-off, wasn't he? So it's probably safer that he doesn't do that, so that we don't preempt anything that's going to happen this evening, like England winning.
So that means he can actually do a winners one. Whoever wins now, he can do that instead, can't he?
That's a good idea. It's a good idea. But I introduced the topic there of roadworks and potholes. So yeah, there's been a couple of issues in Camberley recently, hasn't there, Neil?
Yes, we've had. You can tell school holidays every time school holidays approach. Sorry, I'll have to keep adjusting my camera because I'm not quite in shot there. Every time school holidays approach, you can always tell this because there's traffic lights. Traffic lights appear, and traffic lights stop, and then they have those people who stand by the road going stop and go and things like that, and it's really frustrating for people. Now, obviously, the new one is the
traffic lights disappearing.
And from Jolly Farmer, what? The Jolly Farmer roundabout. Now, the
And for
clue.
those that have been in Camberley less time than Neil, might know
Yes.
it as the American Golf Roundabout.
Yeah, well, no, it's more the American Golf cross section, I think.
Yeah, the American Golf shop around. So suddenly, I think suddenly is the best way because nobody knew it was happening, and it seems to have even caught some of our local councillors off guard. The traffic lights have disappeared, haven't they?
They are, but do you know what? I find it easier because everyone's going really slowly and they're being really courteous and they're letting traffic go, and so it does run quite smoothly. I know Jason would object to it because he's been stuck in it for like 15 minutes on one day, but I haven't had any issues with it. I mean, have you had any issues with it?
No, I purposely, because I knew we were going to talk about this, I purposely made a point the other day of coming back through it. It was, I have to say, the anticipation of it was worse than the reality. Having done the magic roundabout in Swindon, which I close my eyes whenever my friend texts me round it, because he goes round the roundabout the wrong way, and it just doesn't work in my brain. But it was really good. I came down the Maltway onto the junction.
Yeah.
I had to wait for 2 cars to go past, just treat it like a roundabout, give way to the right, came on, whizzed round. It was actually quicker than the traffic lights because normally when you come to that from the Maltway, you queue up to the next road up, don't you? And it was a really good flow. I believe they are going back and it's just temporary roadworks, but it'll be interesting to see how they improve it. But it is part of the improvements along the whole A30 corridor, isn't it? So they've been doing work at the top of Knoll Road. They've done work on outside the academy, the military academy, and I think they've started this week the works at the top of the Frimley Road.
And also, is it up Old Bisley Road as well? There's
Are they doing stuff down there? I've not been down there for a while. So.
There is. There was, and those of us who do school runs in the morning do get a little bit frustrated when they suddenly find that they're encountering traffic lights after certain children don't get up.
The problem is, Neil. The problem is, Neil, you're far too kind and generous a father that you take your kids to school.
Yes, I know. Well, kid, there's just one now, just the one who goes to school.
Yeah.
So
I make mine walk. So.
And do they feel better for it in the morning? Do they go, "Oh, I love walking to school," or would they love it with their dad? Dad, can you give me a lift to school?
I have no idea. I'll be honest, because if they. Don't bring it up with them because they'll get into it. But I think it also highlights the point at the moment. Because of the weather we've been having, which has been, I think, unpredictable is the best way to describe the weather.
Hang on. Let me just check. The weather is very gloomy. Very gloomy today.
It's gone quite grey here in Camberley, but because of the unpredictable weather and the heavy rain, quite a few potholes have opened up. And what people don't know is actually there is a way not just to moan about it, but to take action. And if you just pop up Jason's comments he's just made, if you come across a pothole or an issue, don't just moan about it, but report it to Surrey County Council. No, that's the wrong one, actually, Jason. Take that down. Cancel that. It's Surrey County Council, surrey.gov.uk, and there is a section on the front page there for report it because it's the county council that are responsible for roads and potholes. So if you come across a pothole, please report it. And then it'll get fixed. What I've been amazed with, I've reported a few in the town centre. I've reported some round and about. I've reported one the other day on the Chobham Road because it was like a chasm. I've been impressed at how quick they respond to it. So it's normally got a bit of marker paint on it within 24 hours and fixed quite rapidly. So do report it and don't just complain about it. It's really helpful because the reality is the county councils don't know that they need to fix it unless you tell them.
This is the thing. A lot of people, they do complain about potholes. Now, potholes, as they know, they do ruin cars. They ruin bikes as well, and they also can cause accidents for pedestrians because you get a pothole. You can get potholes on pavements and things like that, and if you report them, they can fix them. Unfortunately, they don't have groups of people wandering around looking.
No, in days gone by, they used to have street wardens, didn't they, that would wander around and just do inspections, but now it's reliant on us reporting it. So please do report it, and you can also report to the council overhanging trees and bushes and things like that. That's the one. He's found it. It took him a while there, didn't it? But it's Surrey County Council, surreycc.gov.uk. That's the one. Or just look up surrey.gov.uk and you'll find it. Report problems, and then the council can deal with it. The funniest one I did see this week, If you've been on Park Road, it's Park Street in the centre, outside the House of Fraser. The pavements have dipped a bit. And the county council have clearly decided to deal with this pothole. They've just filled it with tar, which I've taken a picture and reported it to our local borough councillor because it was kind of, seriously? It just looks ridiculous.
Yeah, the trouble is with tar, it's great until it gets hot. And then it in the hot weather, it just goes sticky.
But it was the fact it needs to be dug up and the under thing done. But we all moan about things. We like a good moan, don't we, about what the council's not done. But do remember, we're in this real peculiar situation here in Surrey Heath that we have two councils and they do different things. So actually, sometimes it's hard to work out who to moan to about things. But your local councillor will be able to help, and that's the main thing.
And also the fact that basically sometimes the council, well, it's not us, it's them. And they say, no, it's not us, it's them. And you end up bouncing backwards and forwards until someone claims responsibility.
But it's not just the council. I was on something the other day and I got bounced around the houses. Yeah. And it was so annoying. It was just kind of, I clicked on that and I'm back at the same thing. I'm going round in circles. We've all been on websites like that. It's so funny. But it's quite stressful at this time of year. So it's good to have exciting things to look forward to.
We're going to lighten the mood now, aren't we?
We are. And I'm going to pick around it. I always get the wrong way. But it's some events coming up. So should we go in chronological order with the first exciting thing that's coming up actually before lockdown ends?
I would just like to say we showed this last week. Okay, this is obviously the Camberley Collective. Okay,
you went the wrong way as well.
I did have been voted in, and they put on some fantastic events.
They do. Collectively, do you want me to tell people what Collectively Camberley is again?
Go on then.
So Collectively Camberley is a business network in the centre of Camberley. So the businesses pay all the rate-paying businesses pay some money in to enhance the centre of Camberley. So Collectively Camberley put on things like the wonderful flower displays that are around at the moment is Collectively Camberley. The beds on Knoll Walk and Princess Way is the Borough Council, not the businesses. But the Collectively Camberley team are watering them. Then the Christmas lights, various other bits, so Collectively Camberley, which is absolutely wonderful. The lights that are currently on the atrium that I've seen somebody complain, the Christmas lights are still up. That's the atrium. They're not Christmas lights. They're just fairy lights because they look pretty. So why not have pretty lights throughout the year? Actually,
can I just say that last year people were putting their Christmas decorations up in October, so it's only a few months to go. So might as well just leave them up there. No.
Yeah, but don't put your Christmas decorations up. I'm a Scrooge, but it's really good. But Collectively Camberley also organised some of the events, and what's great is the bid has been renewed for another 5 years. Yeah. With the highest positive vote of all the town centre business districts in the country. So it's really good. So the first event that's coming up is 16th, 17th, 18th of July, which is the Rooftop Film Festival.
The Film Festival.
Film Festival. For those of a certain generation, minds will instantly be going back to a corner shop called Arkwright's there. Yeah. Those who are younger will be wondering what on earth we're on about.
Yeah.
The Rooftop Film Festival. The film festival starts Friday the 16th of July with the first film being The Joker. Then Saturday the 17th of July with Toy Story 4, Lion King, Rocket Man, a sing-along version of Rocket Man, and Sunday the 18th with Frozen 2 and A Star Is Born. There are loads of tickets left, so please do go on to lovecamberley.co.uk to book your film festival tickets. And I am assured that even if the weather is sporadic and unpredictable, all eventualities are covered, and they've got some ponchos that people will be given, and there's going to be some food stalls up there and various things. Social distancing will still be in because it's not the 19th of July, but it is outside, so it will be wonderful.
Can I just say that we live in England? Okay, so weather-wise, take an umbrella with you, regardless. Take an umbrella.
It's unpredictable, but the films are amazing. So look up on lovecamberley.co.uk and come along to the film festival. I'll see you there because I'm going to be helping steward in, which is brilliant. So the other way of doing it is through collectivelycamberley.co.uk or lovecamberley.co.uk. They both work. but do come along. That's the main thing. The next
just
event
wanna-
is the Saturday after that, which is what, Neil?
That's to celebrate Camberley, celebration of Camberley, celebrate everything that's good about Camberley. It's so good that they've managed to fill a whole
Absolutely,
day.
which is the biggest. And what's happening on the day, Neil? I'm queuing you up here because I'm letting you talk. What's happening on the day?
I'm doing technical stuff here as well. It's like I'm not a female, unfortunately. I can't multitask.
Right,
It's
stop
one or
trying
the
to
other.
multitask. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Right. So we start off. We have got our going live show. We are doing in the morning, 10 to 11 o'clock. We are going to be going live at the Camberley Festival. We're in a secret location. I can't exactly say where because we don't want to be bombarded with all our hundreds of fans. So we're in a secret location. But we are going. Yeah. So if you want to know what's happening exactly on the day, then tune in 10 to 11 o'clock on this channel. Because we're going to be going live on there. But there are face painters, there are dancers, there are they've got street acts just walking around. They've got loads and loads of things happening. All the businesses around Camberley have been invited to take part as well. I think there's going to be some markets going on. Literally everything that happens throughout the year is going to happen in one day.
And some of the things they've got a static bungee jump, a climbing wall, mini golf, the army engagement group are there, a book and record fair inside the square, craft activities inside the square, and there's some key worker stalls, business stalls, and a VIP Camberley Hero experience for those that have made a difference to Camberley during the time, which is really good.
I mean, there's so much going on. I really hope they have good weather. Well, that we have good weather because obviously we're going to be filming as well.
The reality is, it will be good weather, and no matter what happens, we'll have fun.
Yes.
But I would add the warning. Yeah, it's the 24th of July, so it's after all the restrictions of, in theory, being lifted. I would say please apply a level of common sense. I know for myself, I'm still going to be wearing a mask in crowded places and indoors at things, but please apply a level of common sense because that's what the government's relying on us to do. It's exciting we're being allowed to make our own mind up, but I think common sense has got to prevail.
It is. Let's move on, shall we, to the next event, which is on the 14th
car
of August.
show. I'm not going to be there for the car show.
You will be in lovely Ireland. You'll be in
I
Ireland,
will.
you will.
I'll be in Ireland, and I'm having a little holiday, which will be nice. But I will be watching your live stream of the car show. So you're going to be there doing a live stream, so I won't feel like I'm missing out, which is wonderful.
I am going to be there with lovely Jason. We're going to be wandering around, doing films, doing lives, and things like that. But as well, funny you say, because obviously you're not going to be here for August. So what's going to happen is I'm still going to be doing lives, but we're going to have guests on board. They're going to be coming. They'll be standing in for Mike. So
You're as good looking.
they're going to be standing in for Mike, and I dare say Mike may be commenting on a few things as well.
I'm not sure I'm going to be allowed. I think I'm going to be, the first week I'm away, I will be zombified, catching up on sleep. And I think after that, we've got, we're just enjoying some time away. It's been a long time since I've had a holiday, and we go and stay with family, which is just wonderful. So it's just nice to chill out.
Turn your Wi-Fi off, turn your internet off, turn your phone off. You don't need it on. So
absolutely. I'm going to become a reclusive hermit for a couple of weeks. So and
you can catch up when you get back.
Absolutely, there is nothing that can't wait.
Exactly. So we've got the car thing happening, the car show. The car show happens sort of every year, every other year anyway.
It does, yeah. And what cars have they got coming? Because the lineup sounds amazing.
I managed to I sort of got Jodie into a corner and wrote down a quick list. She gave me a quick list of what's happening. So we've got some celebrity cars turning up.
Wow.
We have the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Lightning McQueen from Cars.
From Cars, yeah.
This is the full size Lightning McQueen. It's not a little.
I was going to say, as long as it's not that big, we're okay.
Yeah, no, it's the full size Lightning McQueen. She also says they have the monkey car. Now, the only thing I can think of with that is, she said it's from the 60s. So the only thing I can think of is that it's the Monkees car from, the Monkees.
Yeah.
Remember the Monkees? Daydream Believer and all that.
Yeah, it was good band. Oh, that's the one with the engine sticking out the top, isn't it? The Monkey Mobile.
I think so. Yes, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
so. Yeah. And so and it's very psychedelic. They've also got the Batmobile, which is going to be there.
Oh,
Now,
cool.
when I asked her, actually, she said that it's the latest Batmobile. It's not the original. It's not the Adam West
So it's
one.
the one from the latest film.
The latest film, from what I can
Okay.
gather. So I think it's more like the SUV Batmobile as opposed to the one that's low to the ground. I have no idea.
Okay.
And then they've got the Terminator van. So the latest Terminator film, there must have been a Terminator van in there. I don't remember one in the original.
No.
Are you quickly googling it? Are you?
I'm googling it, yeah, because there's a 2019 film.
Yeah.
But it's a bit. I see. Yeah, I see what it is. Terminator van. It's a bit like the 18 van with a different makeover.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, so that's going to be there as well. So and obviously pictures. People will be taking pictures, loads and loads of pictures. The whole idea, one of the things with obviously with the car show is that people take pictures and they post them on Facebook because it's really, really important. It's the best way of getting things out there is by using Facebook and sharing.
And the car show, the first year we moved here, we came to the car show. And for me, it's the biggest event that Camberley has. But not only does it show off cars, it's also about raising funds for charity, isn't it? And that is the big thing with the car show. It's about raising those charity funds and supporting local business.
It is. And obviously for both of us, I mean, it's all about the community, and Facebook has just exploded over the past year, and sharing things is the easiest way to get things out there.
It is. I'm just looking up. It's the Kidney Fund charity is where the money goes towards.
That's right. Yes, and they also have they have their posh cars, don't they? Which you can book a ride.
They do. You can book a ride, chauffeur-driven ride.
Teddy Bear or something. I can't think what it is now. It's a special group, and you have like Ferraris. You have all cars, Porsches, cars like that you can book a ride in. And you get driven around.
And there's over 220 vehicles coming on the day.
And apparently they've had a lot.
I wonder how many of them will get parking tickets.
Well, they've had a lot of trouble squeezing them all in because Camberley High Street, as you know, has changed.
And the biggest issue has been furniture being where it wasn't there before.
Yeah, so you got bins, you got trees, you got benches, you got bike holders, you got loads of stuff. But which just means that basically Camberley is going to be even fuller than it would be normally.
It will be, and people need to remember on the day of things like don't share that one from Jason. He's shared the wrong thing. But remember on the day that parking, make use of the multi-stories, Knoll Road and the square and the atrium. But if possible, walk. It's even if it's a 20-minute walk from your house, actually, it's a nice stroll to come into the town centre, have a wander around, grab an ice cream or a coffee or a piece of cake at one of the local shops or stalls, and then walk back home. It's a nice family day out. So do put the 14th of August in your diary. It'd be a great day for the Camberley Car Show.
And can I also just say, the Camberley Car Show is amazing, okay? But remember, there are still shops which are operating. So go into the shops, have a look. If you haven't been into the shops for a long time, go into the shops and have a look. There's some amazing shops there, new shops as well. So please, the car show is happening, and it is fantastic. But the essence of the shopping centre will still be there. So please go in and spend that day.
Absolutely, and support the local businesses is the key thing. We're very blessed with what we got in Camberley. I was at a networking thing today, and the local businesses are just delighted to be open and are thrilled to be welcoming you back. I was chatting to the manager of the Rock Box, who's really excited about the having the record event as part of the Celebrate Camberley Day. So do support our local businesses. They're the backbone of the town centre. So that's the local events. Is there anything else that's happening that we need to mention?
We have our first event to promote. We do, yes.
Ooh, what is it?
As you all know, we are a little local channel, and basically we've been asking for your events. And someone's come up
again. A little local channel. That's quite hard to say. A little local channel.
A little local channel. Just us. It's just us and our 3 viewers. So we have our first events that we've been asked to promote, and that is
Brilliant.
the Walk on the Wild Side for Surrey, which is being run by the Surrey Heath Age Concern.
Which, and for those that don't know, Surrey Heath Age Concern run the Rainbow Cafe, so it's about raising some funds for the Rainbow Cafe and the work that they do. So where is the Walk on the Wild Side? That sounds very exciting.
That is what it's down by Collingwood on Barossa on the heathland over there. Now, basically, it's a 5-mile course, okay, which is 10,000 steps. I love the way someone's actually worked that out. I think it's
Does that not depend on how long your legs are? Yeah, because 10,000 steps to you are more than 10,000 steps to me, because my legs are shorter.
Well, that's true, but you walk quite fast, don't you?
I do. So I'd probably, I walk at rifle speeds, those that are with an army connection. So I walk quite fast. So, my 10,000 steps, I don't know. It's just the way it is, isn't it, really? So, but it's great because it's on Barossa. It's going around the Barossa Common and raising funds for Surrey Heath Age Concern.
Yeah, and the link
is fabulous.
And the link for it is on this post. It's already there. It's already done. It's like, so yeah, just click on that and it'll take you straight through to their website and you can click on.
So that's on our page, on the page below, is it?
Yep. As we're talking, it's in the comments below. So it's £5 per adult. And they are hoping that basically each person will raise £20 through sponsorship.
Sounds good.
It's going to be a lovely, lovely afternoon out. I believe I've got a form here.
They've booked the good weather already, haven't they? Because I know Jodie and Carl collectively Camberley have already booked good weather for all their events, and I know Charles and the Surrey Heath Age Concern team have booked good weather for the 26th of September as well for this event.
They have, and basically, yeah, obviously you can take the kids along. You can turn it into a real family day. And there's 3 starting times. You've got 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. You've got 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. You've got 11 a.m. to 12 noon starting times. 5 miles. How long would that take? What, an hour and a half?
Depends on your speed. It wouldn't take me that long, but I won't be able to join you on that day because it's a Sunday morning and it's a church day. But I will be thinking of you all. But a great thing to do.
Because you do normally take part in these events, don't you? You like a good walk.
I do. I went for 2 walks on Monday. Actually, it was wonderful, and spent the day out in the fresh air reflecting. And I'm one of these odd people. I don't know if folks have come across geocaching, but I quite like geocaching, which is treasure hunting with GPS on your phone, and you find this little treasure cache, and sometimes it's the size of a sandwich container, sometimes a film canister, sometimes even smaller, but it really gives a purpose for a walk. And I went down to Wisley Common and did some geocaches there. I've done the ones on Barossa. It's just a really nice way of getting.
What do you do with the geocache afterwards? Do you just sort of find and go, oh yeah, okay, and put it back?
You tick it off on the app. Yeah.
All right.
I'd be going out for a walk anyway, so it's nice to have a purpose for it.
We did when I was in North Wales hiking. There was a geocache on the side of this mountain, basically, and it was really bizarre. Someone had the app and they said, "Oh, just up here, just up here," and there it was in a little Tupperware container.
Yeah, and it's a free app called geocaching.com. You just look it up on your store on your phone. It's a free app. You have to register so that you can access it, but it is free. And the most bizarre one we've ever found, I have to confess, was in a service station in Germany, and it was let's put it like this: it was. Anybody onlooking would have thought it was slightly dodgy, but it was. Okay. The kids love it, and it's a really good thing to do. And part of the trick of geocaching is that people aren't meant to see your geocaching, so it's good fun.
Secret agents.
It's sad but good fun. And it was a friend in New Zealand who won't be watching this that kind of got me into it when I was in New Zealand for a few months. He would go out geocaching and took me along and just enjoyed it. And yeah. I quite enjoy doing it. The kids are a bit bored of it now, but I enjoy doing it. So,
that is the only trouble, isn't it? It's something you enjoy, and then you do it for a few years, and the kids are like, I'm bored now.
Well, they like it when we go abroad to places because it gives we get another country badge or we do something else. So it just gives. It's just something. So I enjoy it. So do look it up if you're not done it. It's a good way of getting outside. And I think that's what we've got to encourage people to do now, isn't it? Get out into the fresh air, stop being locked up, go out for a walk, have a coffee or a cuppa at a local cafe, and
Yes.
a cream tea. Cream teas have got to be done. I do love a cream tea.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my family love cream tea. The whole family, we will all get together and we will have a cream tea. My parents came around the other day and we had a cream tea in the garden, which was so nice. It really is. And Cheryl made some scones as well, which were fantastic.
Wonderful. You can't beat homemade scones, and that's what I love about going to Northern Ireland. You can get a scone or a scone or whatever people call it in various places, and in Northern Ireland they're twice the size of the ones around here. It's wonderful.
But for me, it's got to be a warm scone, a lovely warm.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
It oozes when you put the topping on. That's always good.
It does. And then, but my dad, what he does is he makes a sandwich out of it. And I'm like, you don't have to do that.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. You've got to no. You can't make a sandwich out of
it. So on that note, if you do have a local event, then please let us know. We will be. Do you know what? I might even get an email together. I might even have get a proper email so we can get.
Do you know what? I think that's a blooming good idea. Create an email address so people can email him. We'll get these things sorted. We'll get the house in order. I think that's a task for you in August, Neil, to get the house in order a bit, and we can.
I think so. Definitely. So
let people know.
We'll get all that sorted. Right. For now, though, I'm afraid it's ta-ta. We're done for
We've
our
been
time
waffling
today.
for half an hour, and the internet hasn't packed in. So I think it's time to say goodbye. And I don't know about you, but as it's chocolate day, I'm going to go and find some chocolate.
Do you know what? There's some fruit and nut in the fridge. I might just have it. I'll replace it.
But hang on. Let's just pause here. You said before we came on air that you couldn't possibly touch that because it was your wife's. So what I'm taking away from here is you're going to eat that chocolate and replace it.
And replace it because it's like a half chocolate bar. So if I replace it with a full one, that's fine. Yeah, is that good?
Everyone wins.
Perfect. Right, I'm going to go.
Good idea. So I'm going to go because I'm here at High Cross. I'm going to go down to High Cross Cafe and see what chocolate Colin's got and enjoy it. So have a good week, everyone. Keep safe and see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.